Overview of QuickBooks Online Accountant. QBOA is a key component of the QuickBooks suite. The QuickBooks suite brings together an integrated solution that includes QuickBooks Online Accountant, QuickBooks Tax, and QuickBooks Online to support the key workflows of accounting or bookkeeping practices. QBOA is where Natasha manages her practice and her clients all in the one place. Using QBOA, Natasha has visibility and access to all of her clients, including those not using QuickBooks Online. She can manage her team members, track the practice's workflow, capture time, bill her clients, pay her team, and even manage her own books. We're going to take a quick look around QBOA. However, if you own or manage an accounting or bookkeeping practice or would like to learn more, we recommend you complete the QBOA training course, where we take you through QBOA in more detail. Even though you're likely already logged in, let's cover how you access QBOA. Before we get started, it should be noted that the preferred internet browser for QuickBooks Online is Google Chrome. However, Safari and Firefox can also be used. I will be using Google Chrome throughout the training modules. To access QBOA, head to the QuickBooks website, where you will find it under quickbooks.intuit.com.au. At the top right of the screen, select Sign In, and then under QuickBooks Online Accountant, you will enter in your QBOA user ID and password. If you have logged in before, it will recall the details. So let's sign in. It remembers my password, so I can continue. And you can see that we are now in Natasha's Accounting and Bookkeeping Solutions QBOA dashboard. It is recommended that you bookmark this page for easy access on your Chrome bookmarks page. So you can actually do that from the three dots in the Chrome area and save as a bookmark. This will really help if you need to access multiple QBOA files at one time or QBO files. And why not set up a separate Chrome ID? Once logged in, the first screen Natasha accesses is her QBOA dashboard, which includes the navigation bar on the left-hand side. Let's take a quick look around QBOA so you know where you can find everything. Top right menu, you find the help icon. This is quite handy if you need any help. You can add in your keywords, you can add in your questions, and you will receive some support notes. If you need to, you can contact QuickBooks Online Australia direct through Contact Us. You also have the search icon, which is the magnifying glass, and this is where, as you know, we have already processed some transactions previously in our other clients' files, so you can actually see that the recent transactions are sitting there for Larry and Barry's landscaping. If you want to, there's also an advanced search, which is really robust search, where every time you change a criteria in every different field, you're able to change each different field. Then from the notifications icon bell, this is where if there's any notifications from QuickBooks, this is where you will find them. And also you have the settings icon gear, which is where you find, and we'll be looking at this later on, we will be looking at setting up the company settings, form styles. Under our lists, you can see you've got various different settings that you can change. Under tools, this is where we'll be importing in data. And under your company is where the subscriptions and billing is found. And you'll also find the sample company file as well in this section. And then under the blue icon, this is where you find your ProAdvisor profile and you create your directory listing. Now, under the accountant tools, This is where the tools are only visible to you, the accountant user, and we look at those in greater detail a little bit later. The hamburger icon, of course, if we click on the hamburger icon, which is the 3 lines, it will give us a greater window to be able to view our QuickBooks Online. And under the left-hand side navigation bar, this is where we run our practice. So under Clients, this is where we have a listing of all of our clients, as you can see, and not just those using QuickBooks Online. Please take note of Tina Turnison Music Shop. She does not have a QB logo. This means that she is one of our customers, but at this stage, she's not using QuickBooks. So we do have access for our customer, Tina Turnison Music Shop. Under Clients, we have our team members, and this is where you can add your team members, edit your employees, you can add in contractors, and you can also give them different access rights to different client files as well. The ProAdvisor tab is where you can see your ProAdvisor program entitlements and access training through the Trainings tab. The Work tab, and for the very first time you go into Work, it will actually fire up a sample workflow project. So if you want to, you can just run a sample file for any particular client and hit go, and it's actually going to process some of your workflows for you and give you samples in the actual file itself. But for this particular case, we'll just X out of that particular window. And you can see that Natasha already has set up certain jobs that need to be done. She can choose different employees, and she can choose by the projects, tasks, and requests. And we take a look at this in greater detail in our QBOA training. The Apps tab is where you will add your client's QBO subscription apps. So if you have clients that you need to add any particular app, this is where you would add it in. As you can see, you've got Clients tab. So all the clients that have got different apps will come up on this particular area, as you can see. And then this particular tab is the Firm apps. So you can see that Natasha has QuickBooks Payroll powered by KeyPay added, and also QuickBooks Tax powered by Lodgit added to her firm to be able to run her clients' books. And she can find any app that she needs for her clients or for herself under the Find Apps tab. Then we have Your Books, and Your Books is a free QuickBooks Online Plus file to help you manage your practice's books. You can connect your bank account, invoice your clients, track expenses, pay your team, review cash flow, run reports, and lots more. And importantly, you can control what your employees can access in this area. So as you can see, you have the overview where you can connect to bank and find different issues with the file, company setup. You have the dashboard, which will take you straight into your free QuickBooks Online file. You have the banking tab where you can actually add and sync your account into the banking center. Sales is where you'll be able to manage all your customers' sales to create invoices. Cash flow is where you'll be able to run your cash flow for your practice. Expenses is where all your expenses sit with your suppliers. Projects. Employees is where you add in your employees for your practice. We have QuickBooks Time. Reports. Our GST Centre. If we have mileage, we can actually use the Mileage Centre as well for our particular firm. And then under Accounting, this is where the chart of accounts will be found and also reconciling your bank accounts. So we'll take a look at all of those different tabs and how to run each particular area and feature in QuickBooks Online a little bit later on when we take a look at our client's file. Now let's go back to the dashboard. And here you can see that the dashboard is broken up into two views. We have the overview. As you can see, you've got the client details, the contact details, banking. Have they got banking connected to their file? As you can see, Larry and Barry's Landscaping have 11 unaccepted transactions at this stage. We have prep for taxes, which we take a look at. The lead person is the actual person running the file. So in this particular case, it will be Natasha Rockman. And over here under the actions column, this is where you can edit the client. You can go directly to prep for taxes. You can delete the client permanently, or you can make them inactive. The green logo will take you directly into the QuickBooks Online account. So it'll take you directly into the QuickBooks Online file for your particular client. If I click on the client name, let's take a look at Larry and Barry, and click Edit Client, you can see this is where I can change the client's name, the business name, the email contact, what team actually accesses this particular client. In this case, it's only Natasha. And what QuickBooks subscription do we have connected? And we have QuickBooks Online Plus connected to this particular client. And let's click Save. Now, back to Larry and Barry. We also have notes, and this is where you can see we've had some notes added recently where, as for this one, we need Larry and Barry's bank statement back to April 20 to complete the June quarter. You can see you can add a note, you can share it with the team, or private only for you. You can also star, which will make it favourite, a particular note if something needs to be looked at. You can edit and you can delete the note as well. And if there's any other comments to be made by any other team members, they can add in a comment, and therefore you're having a communication for this particular client all in the one spot. We also have shared documents. So if we are going to share some documents, we might request our client to actually upload a bank statement, as what has happened in this particular case. This is where we will find our shared documents with the accounting firm or bookkeeping firm and the client. You can also create folders within this particular window to be able to keep the documents organised as well. Let's go back to our clients. And the other view is bookkeeping, where the bookkeeping tab displays your clients, the status of the book. So you can see that the books review, we've actually started for Diamond Blonde Hairdressing Salon and Jumping Jack Castles. We've started in January. These ones, we also can actually select those, and this will actually take us directly to be able to review and view the details. Again, it'll show you the lead accountant or bookkeeper, and again, you can edit the client and also delete or make them inactive if you need to. You have the funnel icon where you can review by different team members. And also you can find a client. So if you had more than one page and you're looking for a particular client, you can actually just start typing in Jumping Jack Castles, and you can see that Jumping Jack Castles comes up straight away. And once you click on it, it'll go to the Jumping Jack Castles particular details for notes and shared documents. Let's go back to our clients. So that's a quick overview of QBOA, and as you can see, it's a powerful tool to help you manage your practice and your clients. If you'd like to learn more about how QBOA can support your firm and your workflows, check out the QBOA training course.